you and Bill Haney go back and forth with videos on Instagram. It gets everybody going, like this is the
Yeah.
fight that we've been waiting for. And it should have been the main
Bill,
event.
there's Bill trying to keep that shit up. I don't know why the hell Bill trying to keep that shit up. That's
Yeah.
Bill trying to keep that shit. Yeah, that's Bill trying to keep that shit up. You remember I told you that shit was Photoshop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put up the picture. Put up the picture that they just just take a screenshot the shit that he showed. Matter of fact, I got you right here. Hold on.
Or the video itself, right?
Nah, fuck the video. I screenshotted the picture. So
Okay.
look at it. See this?
Yeah.
You see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same Devin Haney we always see. Am I wrong, or is this something? Is it anything different?
He looks less drained.
A little less drain. You
A
sure about
lot
that?
less. Yeah, his face.
All right.
Plump,
So,
plump.
hold on.
We like 1 week away. Less
Does
than
that
1 week.
does that guy look like this guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say so? You don't look like it to me. Nigga, we got veins and shit popping out. Yeah, that look like the same Devin Haney that we always see. That's a skinny motherfucker. That's just he's the same. Hold on one second. I got another one for you. Hold on.
Hear the message from Bill as well.
You know I know the message from Bill. Look, look. So that's a different person. This is a different
What he's
person. This is a
same
different person.
same person.
Same person.
Th- Yeah, that's like unofficial weigh-ins.
This is the same person though.
Yeah,
This is
same guy.
this is this is Ramirez fight.
So what
It's
you
still
take
the
out
same.
of the video?
He the same fucking person. So what the fuck was all of this? I bucked up and he did what the fuck? It's all good though. Like I said, that's why there was a bunch of talking. It was just me telling what I saw from my eyesight. It ain't really nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And he was like, You think this fake? You think this scam?" I'm like, nigga, you not that's not what you just showed us in that video was not what I seen. And that's the same person we see on the scale at every single weigh in. That shit is not impressive.
For the
That shit
viewers
not
that for the viewers that didn't get to see it, I would like to play it for them.
he's skinny as hell. He look matter of fact, he look big right here. He look bigger right here.
Mm.
To me. He look bigger right here to me. This is a Ramirez fight. He looks bigger right here. Then he just showed he looks bigger right here. So all I was just getting at was that was a different motherfucker than what I saw before. That was it. So and he comes and shows his hand like a dumbass and show he's even skinnier. That's what I
Mm.
got from it. I'm like, bro, it is what it is. It's all good, man. It makes the fight more exciting, I guess, to the people. It's a build up. Again, like I said, it was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go back and forth about some shit, we can do that. He went to sending me stuff last night. Bill tripping. Bill losing his shit.
Fill us in.
Huh?
Fill us in.
He went to sending me shit last night. Not last night. This morning. He went to sending me shit this morning talking about we posting old pictures of my son. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on.
Smash the like button, y'all. Good morning to everybody that's coming in. Double tap the screen if you're on mobile devices. And if you're on your computer, just smash that like button. It's totally free.
All right, hold on one second. This was my son with you know how you know how people what they call it tag you in a reel or some shit like that. Just go to my
Yeah.
son. Let me go to my son page. If you go to my son page, you do it for me and pull it up. Go to my son page and pull up the first post that's there.
You said the first picture?
Yeah, the first post is there. So he texted me this morning talking about why y'all putting up fake pictures and this and that. You scared like fake pictures? What you or old pictures? Why y'all putting up old pictures? Like old pictures? What you talking about? So he said this is an old picture. That's from the media workout. So like, bro, what you? I mean, it was. Listen to me. He was all over the place this morning, bro. He was tripping bad. I said, bro, are you high? I'm serious. I stopped talking. I said, are you high? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, he said, nah, he said, you're a liar. He kept calling me a liar. So I'm always lying. I said, lying about what? What I lie about? He said, you even got to put up old pictures. He was like, you and your son ain't on the same page. He was like, how he there and you here? Shit crazy. I'm like, motherfucker, you know we in Saudi Arabia. What are you? And I was like, Bill, like, you on cocaine? This is what I asked him. I said, bro, you coke? You on high? You on coke or something? What are you talking about, bro? You retarded for real? Because I'm not gonna be sitting here having no dumbass conversations about nothing. He was tripping. I promise you, he was tripping. He was tripping this morning. Kept
Mm.
telling me that we putting up old posts that my son look bad right now. We put up old posts to my that post I just showed you that's an old post because my son look bad right now. I said, okay, so I didn't, on my story, if you look, we were just working out in the parking deck last night. I was like, so we wasn't just working out in the parking deck. My son ain't on my camera in the parking deck last night. He was like, I can't remember. It was a lot, bro. It was a lot. He was tripping though. He was tripping. Let me see.
Did the gym open the doors for you guys?
Man, it was a misunderstanding. I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it a misunderstanding, or it could have been some bullshit, but it didn't matter. I told him, I texted him and told him it don't matter what y'all was trying to do or whatever else, it don't matter anyway. I texted him in the WhatsApp or whatever. I said if it was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, or whatever it was, I said it don't matter. I said y'all ain't gonna stop what's coming. That's what I told him. I texted in the what you call it. I told Bill that you're not gonna stop what's coming. Yeah, he kept sending me shit like this. Kept sending me shit like this. I don't know if you're trying to say my son's skinny. I was like, why you sending me this? I said, well, why? I said, why you showing me this? I said, this is my son. Oh, then he kept sending me, hold on, I give you another one he kept sending me. So he sent me this. So he sent me both pictures of my son, right? So
Hmm.
I'm like, I said, handsome boy, ain't he? He was like, you telling me he looked the same in both pictures? I said, yeah, he do. He was like, "You're a liar." Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me, nigga? It's my son. I was like, "What you getting at?" You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Look, man, you trying to find?" I said, "Look, listen to me. I don't know if you looking for a reason to make yourself feel good, give yourself courage, or whatever the fuck it is you looking to do." I said, "We ain't trying to say Bill the Devin Haney wage drain. We looking for the best Devin Haney. We ain't trying to find nothing to hold on to say." Why we gonna beat Devin Haney? He worried. He this. We not looking for that. I said, you looking for shit for you to hold on to so you can have some kind of courage. That's what I told him. I said, that's what you doing. We ain't on that. So I told him, I said, make sure you, I said, make sure. I said, I gave you flaws. Remember, I did an interview with you. He's like, I'm going to go train my, yeah, he was like, I'm going to go train. I'm giving you Devin Haney. Was in there with Loma, was in there with Lenard won't, because that guy can't beat my guy. That's the bottom line. And anybody who got a problem with it just got a problem with me having the confidence that my boy could beat the boy. You mad at
Mm.
me because we can beat the nigga? You mad at me because I'm saying we can beat the nigga? It's back to the same thing with the other guy. You feel me? The guy from Philly. They always been mad at me because I said we can beat the motherfucker. Well, guess what? We signed the contract. We here. We here. We in Saudi. It ain't like I'm talking shit and we ain't here. I'm talking shit and we here. I'm standing on what I say.
So you laugh at the message. You think that he looks even skinnier than in
I was
another photo.
laughing. I laughed. Yeah, I laughed at first, but nah, he really was tripping. I was like, I was confused, and that shit was frustrating because I was like, well, he was all over the place. We've texted a lot this morning. He was all over the place. He just kept saying, "Let me give you some of this shit." He was just all over the fucking place.
Guys gonna get the tea early. Salute to
And he
everybody
was
on the chat
hard.
as well.
He sent me pictures of. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So he was like, oh, he a dickhead. See, I'm just seeing it. I ain't even seen it before. He's like November the 5th ain't old. So again, now I understand because I missed his message. So media day for my son was November the 6th. Oh, I said this. Never mind. That's me saying that. That's me. I said that. Never mind. My bad. My bad.
What you tell them?
No, I said November. I was saying November the 6th ain't old because that was when media day was. That my son had media day before we left. We came here on the 9th, and we had media day on the 6th. And so I'm like, and so he said we put up old pictures. He was like, hold on, I gotta show you how it started. So he
Gotta
was
make
like,
sure.
he said you lied. He sent me the picture of his son. I laughed at it. He said, "Hey fool, you said it's Photoshop." I said, and then I was like, nigga, it is Photoshop. Then I sent him the other picture I showed you. I said, look, this don't even like the same person. And then I said, he said, so you got caught lying to us and you mad. I said, bro, you mad? I said, bro, look, I said, you was worried about us weight cut. I said, one of his guys saw us this morning eating, right? So I was like, he's on myself with a plate full of food, eating this morning. So I was like, action man, and we was fucking with him. I said, because we was talking shit in front of his face, you know what I'm saying? Of course he didn't say nothing, but we was talking shit about the fight in front of his face. But of course he didn't say a word. So I was like, I said, action man. I said, one of your mans was down there, he saw my son. He was like, what that mean? I said, nigga, you said we having a bad weight cut up. We starved. My son got a plate full of food. We was at the Cheesecake Factory the other night. We was talking about we was having a bad weight cut. Nigga, what is this weight cut shit? Make up your mind. What we doing? Like you having a bad weight cut? What are we doing? Like I told the place. So then he was like, you got caught lying and you mad at and you the one that mad and you the one that's mad. I said, your man saw us eating. I said, actually was my son plate full. He said, so what that mean? I said, I thought we were having weight problems. He was like, you lied and you said the pictures were Photoshop. So that's when I sent him these other pictures. And I was like, bro, these pictures don't even look like the same person. So he was like, I said he don't look good. He said, I said he don't look good because you are hiding him like never before. That's all. Said I'm hiding my son like never before. I'm not hiding my son. My son been all on my story. Have you seen my story?
Hmm.
Has my son been on my story?
Hell yeah, he's everywhere where you guys are at.
So what the fuck is he talking about?
What do you get
You're
out of that?
hiding him like, look at this. You're hiding him like never before. That's all. What are you talking about? I said, well, you see, he looks fine. We everywhere. I said, we on videos and all. I said, nigga, I said, we here. I said, we here, nigga, 6 days till Oh, I told him 6 days till retirement. He said, no, you post the old pics. Look, he said, you post the old pics. You ain't ready.
Hmm.
So I said, post the old pics. What old pic? That shit went on for like 30 minutes. Like, nigga, what old pic? He kept saying old pics. What old pic, nigga? No, I'm watching the people. I'm watching what people send me and it's all old. Look, I'm watching what people see me, and it's all old. So I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. What old pic? Show me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Well, I said, I ain't posting shit old. He said, oh, you and B ain't on the same page. My bad. You posting tourist shit. Because, I'm posting pictures of people's houses and shit like that. I said, nigga, ain't nobody posting shit. Oh, what old? Like I said, this shit went on for a long time. Nigga wouldn't send me nothing. So then he finally sent me this. This that same post I just showed you on my son page. It's just another slide one. I said, nigga, that's the meat right here. Right there. Nigga, that's the media workout. How is that old?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This literally, look, I said this literally media day on the 7th. Nigga, how is that old? He said, go look at your son. And I was like, bro, you high. You high, nigga. You gotta be high. So I was like, okay, jackass. I said, okay, jackass, let me explain. Somebody put together a media day and they are still posting it. And what the hell are you actually talking about? We are in Saudi. You saw the videos, dummy. He said he told you not to film, so kick back, Jack. So I was like, nigga. I said, niggas can't support us with a week old post? What the fuck? I said, bro, Look, I said, are you high? Right, y'all, I think, are you high? What you talking about, bro? Nigga tree tripping. So anyway, he was like, you see what it is today. Stop acting stupid. You smart. I said, nah, you losing your mind, bro. I don't know what the hell wrong with you. You all over the place. I said, you to my media day workouts and shit. He said, oh, I forgot you hiding him. He ain't hiding. He said, oh, you said, I forgot you hide him, but we ain't hiding. I said, bad weight cuts. He put laughing faces. And then I was like, I said, did I record my son this morning in the parking deck? He said, you contradicting yourself, family. I said, was my son at breakfast eating this morning? Was I filming him walking all around? And then he sent me this shit again. So then I was like, he said, media day, I guess was for the neighborhood. So I don't know what that was supposed to mean. So I sent the nigga videos of all the people that was in there because the shit was full. So okay, maybe these niggas lame as hell. They take clout as everything. So okay, maybe he think the shit was empty. So I sent the nigga pictures. I mean videos of people walking all around them. Motherfucking news. We talking about the news was there. Everybody was there. Shit, we flew in on a fucking helicopter, left on the helicopter. You feel
Ooh,
what
I
I'm saying?
seen that.
Like what the fuck,
Seen that.
nigga?
I seen
Yeah,
that. That was
so
nasty.
nigga, but hey, they lame like that. These niggas lame like that. So he said media day for the neighborhood, I guess. So I sent them that shit. I like, nigga, you need to stay off drugs. You know what I'm saying? I said, you need to stay off drugs, real shit, bro. Then I sent him the videos and shit. He sent me this shit again. Pictures of my son, this one, and this one. And he was like, do they look the same? I said, yes. You already slow. I said, handsome guy, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? He was like, he said, my eye don't lie, guy. I said, bro, whatever the fuck you need. Bottom line, fuck all this shit there. I said, whatever you need to make you sleep at night, my nigga, to make you feel like we having a bad weight cut, whatever it is you need to hold on to, hold on to it. I don't care. I'm not doing this shit with you no more. So it went on for a long time, but I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this shit with you no more. We ain't doing this. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? I said, we ain't out here talking about Devin Haney bad. Devin skinny as fuck. Look at that video. The video he put, Devin skinny as fuck. Devin is skinnier than he was on Ramirez fight. He is skinnier.
Mm.
He is. He's clearly skinny. I'm not saying that for an advantage. I'm saying that from what my eyes see. I don't care about him being skinny. You feel what I'm saying? I want him to be healthy. I want him to be in shape. I've been saying this the whole time. I want this nigga to be at his best. You feel what I'm saying? We don't want him at his worst. We ain't looking for no bad weight cut. We ain't looking for the nigga to be on. They was worried about us getting here too late, having jet lag. We don't want the nigga having none of that. We want him to be at his absolute best. We don't want him having PTSD. We don't want none of that. I told him no excuses. We want that nigga the best. You looking for some shit trying to say we worried about something. We ain't worried about it. You worried about that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where we was at right there. And like I said, he was tripping this morning. Don't know what the fuck he got going on, but that's what it is right now.
I was remember going back to that interview that he did. They were talking about the PSD. And let me tell you, like when he mentioned it, he's like, I'm going to the fire. I'm going to, the biggest puncher at welterweight. Do you feel like that's like he's trying to please the people, trying to make sure that anything that they say bad about him, he's gonna make sure he goes out his way and proves it?
If you look at it, you can take it that way, but you can also take it as exactly what it is. He said openly, I don't know. We'll see. He said we'll see. He said I didn't make that shit up. He said we'll see, and that's absolutely right. So I respect him for saying that. We'll see. He don't know. He even said in another interview, he don't even know how he gonna fight him. This was back in July though. You know what I'm saying? Before you know what I'm saying, when the other ones went, he was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna fight him yet. You feel what I'm saying? So I respect all of that truth. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of the bullshit that Bill be coming with. You feel what I'm saying? I think he didn't get to him to enough to make him fake that time, but like it's a bunch of nothing right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We trying to get the best him. We trying to get my son to be at his best. We trying to get the best two guys in the fight at their best, feeling at their best at the right weight class. If I don't know who the fuck you see my video earlier today, I don't know who the fuck cutting weight 2 weeks before. If you are cutting weight 2 weeks before, a week before, you need to move up. You need to be more disciplined. You should not be walking around 30 pounds over your weight at no moment
Mm,
in time.
mm.
No disciplined fighter is walking around 30 pounds over his weight, 25 pounds over his weight. No disciplined fighter is doing that. You shouldn't have to be squeezing down a week before. No, we take 3 days. 3 days is what it takes to lose weight. We start 3 days before the weigh-in. The first day is literally nothing. That's just the first day is the day that we actually pay attention to what we go to sleep at and what we wake up at and take that number and work from that number. That's why I say the third day before. You feel what I'm saying? 3 days before. So the third day is the first day we wake up and we do that number, we catch that number, then we work off of that number. We make sure that number come out lower the next time we lose what we lose. Next morning we make sure it's lower. You feel what I'm saying? Significantly lower. Then after that, that's that next night, we make sure we either on weight before we go to bed or a pound or two off because you're gonna sleep 2 pounds away in your sleep. 2, 3 pounds away in your sleep. You feel me? So the night before the weigh-in, we usually go to bed about 150. You know what I'm saying? 149, 150. Wake up at 147. If by chance, which it really never happens, it has happened a time, maybe once, that you might wake up and you still be at 147.5, you're gonna run a half a pound off. Then you wait for weigh in. That's it. It's not hard at all. I don't know what kind of weight cuts these people doing. I mean, they are really weight bullying. That's all I nigga. We ain't on the Haney shit. I don't know what y'all got going on. We don't do that.
Do you feel like they'll be weighing more on fight night than you guys?
I don't care. He was skinny. He was skinny in that picture, so I doubt it. I don't know if it's a nutrition thing. Maybe he got a nutritionist and the nutrition got him doing something. Because that's why I'm like, you just expose yourself really. Because when you sent the picture in the video you just sent, it actually looks a lot different than the old you when you was on the scale with Ramirez. His chest was sunken in. On Ramirez, on this picture I just showed you, he actually looks healthy. The one you just about the unofficial, I guess, whatever. Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on. He look healthy right here. He look fine right there. He don't look bad right there.
Yeah.
That's that Ramirez fight. He don't look bad right there. And they were saying that then because he didn't have to cut all the way down to 135. So again, I don't know why he's finding things to make a big deal. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know me. I'm gonna definitely combat and show your ass and I'm gonna expose your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always down for that. But outside of that, this is Devin Haney on Ramirez fight, and the one I just saw in that video is not the same. And that's how I know he photoshopped because I seen the videos of him, Charles Conwell, and Troy Eyes when they took the picture. I seen how he looked. He was soft. He was soft. You feel what I'm saying? But on those pictures,
The muscles weren't dense.
the muscles wasn't dense. But on the pictures, he was ripped with veins and shit popping out. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, that ain't the same person. That ain't the same picture. You
Mm.
feel me? So that's where I said that's why I'm like he photoshopped the picture. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. But again, he comes out and exposes himself because that's clearly not the same person on those pictures that all of the YouTube sites picked up and said Devin Haney bulked on muscle and he filled in his weight good and he looked like an absolute animal. That don't look like the same person.
Mm. Mm.
Now, I mean, period. Understand this. When you go down to 47, if you walk around at 165, 164, 160, and you go down to 147, you're going to look significantly smaller on the day of weigh-in.
Why?
Everybody does. You shouldn't look like a fucking skeleton though. So I mean, just because a person you can notice their weight loss, people love to do that. People who don't even know what they're talking about love to do that. They love to take a person that they say my son look like a skeleton. We're like, how? He lost weight. He lose weight. You lose what, 15 pounds? You lose your 15 pounds, you step on the scale, you weigh in, you go back up. What is that? We ain't going back up 20 pounds. Might go back up 15 pounds. That's it. And let's fight.
Do you feel like that video was more to troll or to promote the fight or to give more confidence to Devin?
I think all of this is for confidence for Bill. I don't make it. I think it's to ease Bill mind. I think Bill thinks Bill needs this. He needs
He's
this
doing
to.
too much, is what you're saying?
He's for him. I really feel like it's for him. I feel like it's for him. I do. I just feel like it's for him. I don't think Devin is a pussy. I think Bill is the one who, because Bill don't know boxing like that. Bill ain't never been in the ring. Bill know he been protecting his baby. Bill know he been protecting his son to put him in the right fights at the right time. He know this ain't the right fight. He hear people think about you. I Googled today just for shits and giggles, and I said who's expected to. I go to Chat GPT. Go do it. I said who's expected to win the Devin Haney fight. Of course, it said Brian Norman Jr. It said all the experts are saying it. All the people are leaning towards Brian Norman Jr. It was like, and I asked even more detailed questions. I was like, who's his best win? It said Lomachenko, Kambosis, and Regis Prograis. It said Lomachenko, there's a question behind by it because a lot of people think he lost in that fight, but he still has more skills. But it was like bottom line at the end, it was like, but if you had to bet and put the bet in favor, it was like the odds. He's like, he was like what everything is saying that you should bet your money on Brian Norman Jr. So I was just asking a little stupid question to Chat GP just to fuck with it. He ain't never had to deal with that. I
Mm.
told you that earlier. I told you that earlier today. They wouldn't even put the knockout for 4+4 something. I can't even get that. My knockout ain't even that high. My knockout is what plus 200, plus 190. I can't even
Mm.
get that. So I mean, they got him as a pretty good favorite, and I think
In
it
the
went up.
comments,
I think it went up a little bit last night.
closer. They're closer. The
I think it
odds.
went. I think the odds went up in my son's favor a little bit more last night, just a little bit.
Uh, Getting one in the chats here. They're saying you're using Chat GPT for confidence.
Me,
Yep.
I'm using Chat GPT for confidence.
Yep.
I didn't know I needed Chat GPT for confidence because I already knew he was the favorite. I
Mm.
already knew the answer. So what are we talking? Hey, maybe I use Chat GPT because I'm sitting up in the room and I'm on a different time wave and I don't have nothing else to do but go through my phone and there was so much you could do in this phone. Maybe that's why I'm using Chat GPT. Jackass, like these people say anything. I don't
Hustle
have
man.
anything going. Hey, I watched Devin Haney so much I can't watch him no more. I don't see
Mm.
nothing. I keep telling you that I don't see nothing. I can't watch him no more. There's nothing to watch.
Hustle man. Thank you for the 5 piece. Good morning, fellas. I hope Haney doesn't run the whole fight, senior. Have y'all mastered cutting the ring off in camp?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's not a thing. It's not a thing for us. We good. Devin Haney ain't going. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't getting nowhere. It's not a thing.
Good morning to everybody on the live. Smash the like button, double tap the screen if you